This opens up so many possibilities for the MCU. What's going on, YouTube? Today we are talking, yes, Hawkeye episode 5, and for a show that's really dragged for a long time, it's really starting to pick up, and there is a major reveal that has to do with everything. So you're going to want to watch this before you see Spider-Man. Yes, before you see Spider-Man No Way Home, you're going to want to watch this. So hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the bell so you don't miss, as we cover your favorite movies and TV shows, West Coast, East Coast siblings. Let's jump right into it. We're going to talk about the 3 biggest takeaways from the episode. So takeaway number 1, obviously, is the presence of Yelena, and she went to go see Kate Bishop, and they talked it out. Come to find out that she's actually there to kill Hawkeye. She's not involved in the whole Maya stuff. She doesn't really care about Kate Bishop or about the affairs that Jack has going on with Eleanor, right? She's simply there to kill Hawkeye. And she doesn't actually even know why. We find out via this conversation that, yes, she knows about Hawkeye. She doesn't understand why people see him as a hero, even though, I mean, on a world stage in 2012, he saved the world in the Battle of New York. And then definitely at Endgame, he was a part of it. She said no, her sister did. Fair enough, right? But what about 2012? I mean, she must read the news. She must know. Anyway, so all of this she knows about Hawkeye is not the reason why she's going after him. She's actually been hired, and we'll get to that much, much later. But we also find out what happened during Yelena's blip. Right, so she got blipped, she got Thanos snapped, and came back 5 years later, obviously not knowing the events that had taken place, the fact that her sister was no more, and so that all kind of hit her like a ton of bricks, but she seems to be handling it well, still wisecracking, still making jokes and stuff like that. Now, moving right on into big takeaway number 2, guys, and this really has to do with the story of the Hawkeye show itself. Like I said, this episode expands so much further beyond the scope of just this show, but takeaway number 2 focuses on Maya, right, and her relationship with Kazi, her second-hand man, who we find out is potentially one of the traitors that led to her own father being killed. So she's got a rat amongst her people, and it's Kazi, her right-hand man. So he's trying to get her off the trail, saying, look, this vengeful path that you're on is going to lead to your own death. So look, I'll help you kill Ronan. After that, we gotta be done. And he's right, but he's using it to his own advantage. You see, he wants Ronan dead because he's potentially the only person who could out him or reveal his true motives and what he's really doing behind the scenes. And that's exactly what happened. So he wasn't able to stop it. And Maya says, oh, well, he just got away. But she's now looking into probably everyone around her. She's probably watching her back 24/7 at this point, not knowing who to trust. Ronan handles his business. He has her at the blade of his sword. You know, he chooses not to kill her, which is a very Hawkeye thing. I wish Yelena was there to see that so she would stop thinking he's such a crazy murderer. Even though, you know, he's not a cold-blooded murderer. He's doing these things for his job, you know, Jason Bourne type of thing, like the casualties, as Kate Bishop tried to explain. One minor detail, they did get the new suits. We didn't get to see them. They were teased that the suits were there, and you know they're going to bring those out probably, I hope, not for the season finale, at least for the episode before that, because what's the point? Obviously, guys, moving into big takeaway number 3, guys. This has to do with the entire MCU, and like I said, Spider-Man No Way Home, this is not clickbait. So, Yelena was talking to Kate Bishop about who hired her to kill Hawkeye. Kate Bishop says you really should look into who you're working for. She looks into it. Come to find out, she's working for Eleanor Bishop, Kate's mother. Yelena says, oh, I thought you should know this, but sends a picture, and guess who she's walking into the building with? None other than Wilson Fisk from the Daredevil Netflix shows, which were Marvel Netflix owned. The time for that contract ran out, and Disney's now able to freely use these characters. There have been rumors about Charlie Cox, aka Daredevil, being in Spider-Man No Way Home, and now we have a beautiful tie-in with Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, in Hawkeye, and Eleanor is working for him. And I would imagine that during this time that Kate has been gone, Eleanor is not blind to all these things that Jack is doing. In fact, I think Jack's uncle was killed by Wilson Fisk, and Eleanor was a part of it, and so was Jack. They both know what's happening because Eleanor did not seem too shocked at all when the feds showed up to the apartment to take Jack away. Oh my goodness, I thought you were somebody else. She's like, we got caught. They're both working for Fisk, and that obviously is going to bring none other than the Daredevil into this entire scenario. So who knows if we'll see a glimpse of Daredevil in this? I doubt it. They're going to save that big one for Spider-Man No Way Home. But of course, reviews for Spider-Man No Way Home are already pouring in. I'm going to see it Thursday night, guys. So if you don't want any spoilers and you want to see my live reaction with Sydney as well as Jay Laracuente, be sure to hit the subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss it. So we'll have that out Thursday night. And that's also when Witcher Season 2 comes out. Episode 5 of Hawkeye was really, really good. I'm glad it's starting to pick up. Hopefully, we have plenty of episodes left to really, flesh this story out and see its fruition. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss as we cover your favorite movies and TV shows, West Coast, East Coast siblings. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!